Welcome to Regan's Corner. We got a special guest here from Rensselaer's semi-state championship team, the runner-up in the state championship, and the all-time leading scorer for girls basketball in Taylor Van Meter, and one of the best coaches in the region here, and Coach Radtke. How's it doing, guys, and how's it popping?
Well, we're coming off of that unfortunate loss of the state title game, trying to get ourselves back into the groove of things a little bit, trying to get ourselves acclimated to going back to work and helping Taylor get ready for her next journey and her career. So, but excited to be here with you.
Absolutely. Let's kind of talk about with this, Taylor. How did your career kind of start in the game of basketball?
So I've literally been around basketball my whole life. I'd say I have two older sisters and a twin brother. So my two older sisters, I would go and watch them play in their like leagues and school ball. And then my dad would coach some of their teams too. And so really, I would play with them too. Like I would play up if I was like in third grade and my sisters were in sixth grade. Like my dad would let me play up. And so I've just really been around it my whole life, and being able to watch them and play against them really helped me in the long term.
Absolutely. So, what's it like coaching an athlete of this caliber, Coach Radtke?
Well, I tell you, as a coach, and I've told her this, and anybody else that would listen, she's one of those athletes that's a once in a lifetime as a coach. I've never coached, and I've been doing this a long time. I've never coached a kid as with as much talent and drive and determination as what Taylor has. She's been a true blessing. I myself, she's made me better as a coach. She has raised the bar for every athlete here at Rensselaer Central, and just continues to improve more and more every time she steps on the floor. Nothing is impossible for her to do. She is absolutely a coachable kid, wants to be coached, wants to be challenged. So, again, just so thankful and again, blessed to be able to have her on my team.
Absolutely. Let's kind of take it to last year. We did a little bit off of air, but what are some keys from what you guys were on the doorstep of ending that drought to this year going all the way to state?
After last year's failed game where we just didn't get through the sectional like we thought we could, the girls really took the initiative to meet me on Monday, and we started in the weight room. We started doing a lot of plyometrics, a lot of agility, a lot of strength and conditioning to get the girls, at another level. We had been able to compete and do some things with everyone, but we had to take it to another level. And the girls bought into that the best way to do that was in the weight room. And then, again, meeting us in the gym, getting up shots and really working at continuing to push themselves and themselves taking the initiative to lead and not have an old coach sit and harp on them the entire time.
Absolutely. So, what's it like playing for Coach Radtke, Taylor?
He's one of the best coaches I've ever had in my life. He coaches with my dad too, and I see him as like my dad. People say that sometimes like he's louder. He's a louder guy. Like people think that he's like yelling at us, but like really no. It's just how he talks, and just what he says like just really inspires us all. Really, my whole team. That's what we all believe in him. Like we trust him with our life. So.
Absolutely. So, what's the training like for both of you guys, kind of with off season and stuff along those lines, going through a season, and how can we like build off of this state run for next year, and for you as a freshman at Indy?
Well, Taylor is going to continue to do great things, and we're going to continue to help her with her strength and conditioning and agility. And her coaching staff at Indianapolis there will, send her those workouts, and we'll make sure that we can help her continue to grow in her her game as far as her physicalness and her ability to continue to get in better shape to prepare her for her freshman year in college. And then again, the girls really like the program that we established last year. I met with a couple of the underclassmen already this afternoon, and they are ready to get back at it. They love the program. They saw the benefits of it. And so we're going to continue to meet in the weight room, continue to work on our agility and our plyometrics and just that strength and continue to build off of that, because, again, this was extra 4 weeks of a regular season. And to be able to do that, you have to be in good shape, both mentally and physically. And the girls really like the fact that this program that we're working with and doing on got them to where they wanted to be at this year.
Absolutely. So what's kind of the benefits of a multi-sport athlete coming into your guys' program and stuff like that?
Well, being a multi-sport athlete like Taylor is, Taylor played volleyball. She 1 year played softball as well. All the other my players, a lot of them play multiple sports. And being at a 2A school, you have to have those multiple athletes. And it really helps round them out as athletes and really gives them a chance to experience other things just besides one sport. But, we like the fact that each one of them go out and try other things, but yet in the same aspect, they all come back and want to continue to work on their basketball skills. So it's something we really encourage our girls to do, to try other things, to also experience other things in life just besides basketball all the time. But they all come back to the fact that they want to continue to get better at.
Sounds like a great program going here. So what's kind of the different benefits of going through a season like this where you're at that highest level and kind of building off of, especially with your history of coaching, what are some even lessons you can take from this year?
Well, I think a lot of it is, I finally, after 9 years with Taylor's dad, Coach Van Meter, and Coach Mans, who coach with us, and just trying to change the culture here to where these girls are leading and taking that initiative to make sure that holding each other accountable, not putting up with drama in the locker room, trying to push each other to another level each and every time. And then as a coach myself, allowing these girls to make me better each and every time, taking the experiences that they've taught me, that I've learned from them, to be able to carry over to next year and years to come. Where when I first started, I had to learn, sometimes you have to let these girls make some mistakes to be able to help them to understand where the direction they need to go. And instead of always trying to hold them by the hand, you got to let them learn some things on their own. And this year with this group, there was never any doubt that they could lead. And I just had to, help guide them along a little bit and just give them a few words of wisdom and just trust them in the process as well. That's one of my big things. It's hard for me to relinquish some of that power a lot of times. And so by me learning that I can trust these girls, I can trust what they're doing. And not only that, but trust ourselves as coaching staff that we've trained them to do the right things. We've trained them how to get through game situations. And then it also helps them in life as well, that, they can make the right decisions, and we can trust that as adults that these kids are going to make some good decisions in their lives.
Absolutely. What is your favorite drill at practice to teach and to play through?
Mine would probably be when we do like a 2-minute drill. And so like we have one team playing offense and one team playing defense, and like you try to rack up as many points as you can. One team does, or the other team has to run. So,
and I would say that's probably my favorite drill to coach, is that 2 minutes of pure just defensive intensity, where you got to play defense for 2 minutes solid, or you have to handle the ball for 2 minutes solid and just be intense with it the entire time. That 2 minutes of intensity where nobody gets a break. You're not friends with anybody. Your 5 is against our 5 for those 2 minutes, and how bad do you want it? And so as a coach, that allows me to be able a little more enthusiastic and be a little more intense with whichever team that I'm really focusing on at the time, whether it be offense or defense, to really get them to get after it for a good solid 2 minutes. And it's just really fun watching the girls react to that drill.
Absolutely. What is the funnest bus ride this year with this run that you guys been on?
Probably one of the Indy ones to the state game. One day we left after practice and headed straight to the hotel. It was just fun. Like we all were back there just chatting up because we knew it was our last bus ride together.
Mine's probably when they're all asleep. When they're all asleep in the back of the bus, that means there's not a whole lot of chit chat or singing going on. They like to sing a lot. Cameron Rowland can play basketball, but she cannot sing. So having them sleeping is probably the best for us coaches because we can actually talk a little bit about game strategy or just talk about things in general. So those type of bus rides were always good.
Coach, I know what you mean here as assistant at Lowell Mere for their girls staff. My favorite time is same with you, Coach Radtke, is when they're sleeping so we can discuss what's next. So terms of scouting, what are some things that you guys do with new technology, or do you kind of go with the old school and kind of just go to games and see what the feel is?
No, we kind of go with we all have Huddle now, so we all have access to that. So we do a lot of watching film. And I'll be honest with you, with Coach Van Meter and myself, if we ever can go watch somebody live, both of us old school type, that we do like to go if it's possible for us to do that. We do like to go watch teams live because film doesn't always show you the speed of what a person can do and what the feel like is. So if we can, but a lot of times we spend a lot of time watching game film, just really trying to break it down even more. With all the new advances in technology and being able to, add clips, take certain things away from film and make those and send them to the girls and just do that kind of stuff is something that we have really got into as well. But I guess if you ask us both, if we could find a way to do it, we would still go watch some games live just to get that feel.
I totally agree with you. Nothing like a live game and stuff along those lines. But with all these broadcasters, all the film in the world, it's hard as a coach to kind of go to the next game or this.
Well, and just the time differences and trying to, find a time because you don't want to miss practice and trying to find that balance. And then, the girls themselves have even bought into watching film and studying film. And I'll bring up on Huddle, okay, I can see who's been watching film and who hasn't. So that holds them accountable as well, too.
Absolutely. So what are some things, what would be one of the questions you would ask Taylor, Coach, for next year or some goals that she has?
One of the things I would probably ask Taylor is, if I could ask her what her goals would be for next year, what does she envision herself playing in next year, and going into a new team, the new coach, a whole new process. What would that goal look like?
I'd just say getting some minutes. I know freshmen usually don't get that many minutes, but I feel like if I go in conditioned and be my best that I can be, that I could get some playing time as a freshman.
Solid. So what was it like winning the Mental Attitude Award at the state championship?
Honestly, at that moment, I wasn't really thinking anything of it. I didn't even I knew they had an award, but I wasn't for sure what it was. But yeah, at that moment, I mean, we just lost to state championship, so I kind of wasn't really I was just zoning out, and then I heard my name get called, and yeah, when I won it, I'm just so appreciated that I was chosen for it too, because I know that it could have been given to any one of those girls. So I was just very thankful that I got it.
Absolutely. So what is the go-to like hype music before a game?
I would just a bunch of random stuff, honestly. Some days we have just pop and then rap, and then some days they want to play sad music. So it's just a combination of tons of stuff. I'm not the one that usually plays it. It's usually my teammate Carly Jerome. But
Okay.
we need some karaoke. We do have that too.
Okay. So I could see where the coach is coming from here. Okay, if you guys have karaoke all the time after
Yeah.
games, I mean, but nonetheless, we're gonna go into our last segment here on Regan's Corner called the Hot Corner. Again, know both of you guys a little bit more rapid fire questions. So for both of you, okay, what is your favorite Gatorade?
Probably grape.
Strawberry, probably. It depends.
Solid. Okay. So if you guys were a stranded island, okay, and you can only invite 3 people, what would it be?
If I could invite 3 people, I would invite my wife, Jesus, and my youngest daughter is pointing at me pointing at herself right now. So probably, boy, that third one would be a tough one. Probably Brody. She's telling me I have to say Brody, my youngest one. So
I would probably invite God and my parents too.
Okay, solid. Okay, so we're going to do start cut for 5 girls basketball players, collegiate and 4 professional. Okay, first, Caitlin Clark. Start or cut?
start.
Definitely.
Okay. Second, Angel Reese.
Cut.
Okay. Third, Hannah Adago.
Start.
Okay.
She's good.
Yeah.
Fourth, Paige Beckers.
Start.
Okay. Fifth, Skylar Diggins.
Cut.
I'd say cut too.
Okay. Solid. Okay. So, okay. If you guys had 3, okay, different. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of a question here for you guys in this last one. Okay. So, what's your top 3 sports movies of all time?
Hoosiers.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Remember the Titans. And the Pistol.
Okay.
Pistol Pete Maravich.
Gosh. Hoosiers 1, and then Blindside. It's not really like.
That's a good one.
I don't know. And then I feel like there's one more. Miracle Season, these are all like newer ones, but
yeah.
Hey, they're both good ones. I mean, Blindside, Miracle Season, both great movies, especially the volleyball. So, Taylor, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Okay, even though you're going to college basketball. Okay, what is your favorite sport? Is it volleyball or basketball?
basketball, definitely. I know my dad's the volleyball coach, but it's definitely basketball.
Okay. So, Coach, what advice do you have for Taylor going on to the next level as we end this broadcast here?
Something I would tell her every time, no doubt, just always be yourself. Don't let anybody try to change her, and just be yourself the entire time. That's it. That's the best advice I could give her. Just be yourself.
Thank you both for coming on here, and stay froggy, my friends, and good luck next year, and good luck with your collegiate career, Taylor, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.